Hello guys, I've just discovered that I'm a special child because according to scientific research, most people that drink coffee or something like a energy drink now, it do keep them awake, as in their body will be sharp. But I just discovered that anytime I drink something like this, like coffee or energy drink, it makes me to be sleeping. So this means that definitely now I'm a child of superpower. I'm somebody that have superpower inside me, and this means that naturally now in the next future I will start to be reading mind. I will start to be flying or something like this. But I just want to check because it cannot be only me. There is many of us out there. We are together. Please contact me. We need to unite and use our superpower for good purpose in this life. There is so much evil in the world. They are trying their best. They are trying to divide us, but it's not possible. You know, they're possible. We are united. I have never seen us as united as this, and we have to stay this way. I want us to have one voice. Okay, may we focus on our 5-point agenda. Should we say presidency don't accept our 5-point agenda? Oh yeah, now let's focus on that. How many boxes have you ticked? How many boxes have you ticked? You can't define who will be the leader, who will film it with. We no get leader. We no get leader. You know what to do. If you want us off the streets, you know what to do. We no get leader. Matter many, I see many demands. Many people they talk. Don't worry. In fact, I'm more angry than you. I know say matter many, but we will first face this one. Make sure they tick all 5 boxes. They don't leave anyone before we can say okay. What will be the next matter? Shina National Assembly. Oh yeah, now let's go. We are ready. We are awake. We are wide awake now. But very important, we have to stay together. We have to stay united in one voice. I love you guys. Catch this cruise. Do you know that the Human Rights Commission is actually charged with the responsibility of handling cases of human rights violation and ensuring prosecution of offenders? Now, this is the same Human Rights Commission that the federal government has asked to set up another panel to perform its functions. Okay. Do you also know that the Human Rights Commission has remained without a governing council since 2015? And by law, without this governing council, the Human Rights Commission cannot perform its functions. Is it that they don't know or they don't care about our human rights? Catch another cruise. Do you know that there's something called the Police Trust Fund? In this Police Trust Fund, 0.5% of the total money in the Federation account is meant to go into that trust fund. 0.05 of the total net profit of all companies operating business in Nigeria. Do you know how much that is? That money is meant to go into the Police Trust Fund. There's a long list of some other things that are meant to go into the Police Trust Fund. Where is the Police Trust Fund? They are not being paid well. Their cars are not roadworthy. The police stations are uncompleted buildings. Police have to convert exhibit for their personal use in the office. It's disgraceful, the state of the police right now. We have to start holding people accountable. That is the only way we'll be able to move forward.
Presidency don't talk, say make every state set up judicial panel of inquiry into all cases of police brutality. Me, I don't think say bad. I think say a good step. That's one step towards justice. I tell you why. This is what the panel is supposed to do. All of them go sit down. They go listen to everybody we get case, we get police case. They go ask you, say, what happened on so day? What this policeman do to you? Oh yeah, bring your evidence. They go collect the case, collect all the evidence, and make a recommendation to the Attorney General of the state where there's a criminal offense. And guess what? When police officer shoot person, now the offense of murder. When police officer beat person to stupor, now the offense of torture. When police officer carry you go ATM, say make you withdraw money, and he point gun for you, that is the offense of armed robbery. All these offenses are well within the jurisdiction of state offenses. So Attorney General of the state can definitely prosecute for these offenses. So don't let any state governor come and tell you that, the state does not have power to. You can prosecute. So this is a step in the right direction. I think all states should choose their youth representatives to be on that panel, so they no go come do us mago again. All this one way they go do, where they go say they don't set up committee. Everything must be broadcast live. I think the closest thing we had to this was the Puta panel. Maybe they show everything for telly. This accountability that we speak of, we have to start it now. We have to start it now. Every state, choose your youth representative. We go that panel. We go monitor everything. And we say we go hold them accountable. And this is why, personally, a lot of people have been sending me messages. Oh, you are my person. Are you I trust? I really appreciate it. I'm flattered. But personally, I'd rather not be on the panel. I'd rather be a part of the framework of the youth, making sure that those are our representatives, or I would like to call them messengers, because they are only there to report to us. That those people, those are our messengers, are accountable to us. So thank you very much. I think everybody should go and choose their youth rep. Let's get this justice. Let's make sure that justice is served. Let's make sure that the people that lost their lives in the hands of police officers actually get justice. This is very, very important to this movement. Justice must be served. From the very beginning, we have continued to emphasize that all SARS protests are peaceful, and they have continued to remain peaceful till date. The government has introduced some unscrupulous elements to try and discredit our cause, but it can never work. And once again, we have seen signs of a failed government, a government that has told us that they are unable to perform their functions. They are unable to carry out their duty. Catch this cruise. There is a law called the Electoral Act. And I think it's section 94, I'll cross-check. But there's a particular provision of that law that states that commissioners of police in every single state must deploy adequate security to make sure that there's peace in any form of political rally across the country. Guess what? Lagos State has just imposed a curfew, telling us that they are unable to control the violence. Guess what? The curfew can never be forever. And once you lift this curfew, we are back. And this is my humble suggestion for when we come back out. I suggest we have our designated grounds of protest, so we know that in each state, this is where we're going to. In Lagos State, we report to this place, we report to that place. Even if it's just one place, the more we're together, the harder it is for them to pin anything on us. And we know that once we are here, and this is our designated ground of protest, anybody found anywhere else perpetrating any form of violence must be arrested and brought to book. The last few days have been rough. The last few days have been tough. But I'm back up. I'm back up. Nobody is ever going to break my spirit. It's not possible. Nobody. I'm never going to allow anyone break my spirit. I'm back up. I'm gingered. I mean, this was never a sprint. You know, I think we always knew this was a marathon. And what is most exciting about this is what we've built. There's an energy, there's a sense, there's a resilient spirit that we've built. There's a unity, there's a oneness, and everyone is together in this fight. And we know that it's going to continue going for a while, but we're ready. We're ready to keep it going. It's really unfortunate. We lost a lot of soldiers. It's been a tough past 2 weeks. In fact, you know, everyone that has fallen as a result of police brutality, as a result of the gruesome acts of the military that we saw last week. But the least we could do is to make sure that they get justice. That's the least we could do. And I swear on my life, I would do everything within my power to make sure that justice is served. I know I said I'm not going to be on the panel, but I will follow every step of the way. In fact, I would be as good as on that panel. Make sure that everything that needs to be done in terms of legal representation, you know, for all the victims is in place. We need to make sure. I cannot stress this enough. We need to make sure that justice is served. It's the least that we owe the soldiers that we've lost. Today was crazy. It was mad inspiring, man. So many people came out. I was just happy and inspired to see how many people came out, and it just made me know that it's about time. It's about time to take this struggle beyond social media. It's about time to take our complaints beyond social media. We need to get out there and protest. We need to let our intentions be known. We do not want SARS anymore. We're not asking for a reform. We're not asking you to come and do a press conference and tell us, oh, they are not allowed to do this, they are allowed to do this. This has happened multiple times. We need SARS completely abolished. And we went to the Lagos State Police Command today. We left a message for the IG via the AIG, and we let them know that on Tuesday, we are back on the streets. If we do not see SARS completely abolished, we are back on the streets.